Greetings students, welcome back to class. It's geography revision lecture. Chapter first is here, resource and development. Students, as you know, the resources. Anything around us that is resource or which can satisfy our needs, that is resource. So first topic is mentioned here, resource planning in India. तो इंडिया में रिसोर्स प्लानिंग किस तरीके से होती है? फर्स्ट ऑफ आइडेंटिफिकेशन inventory of resources across the region of the country, then evolving a planning structure and would with the appropriate technology, skill, institutional setup for the implementation, resources development. वैसे इसके अंदर टाइप्स ऑफ रिसोर्सेज भी हमने डिस्कस किया था, जिसके अंदर जो है ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ ओनरशिप, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ एग्जॉस्टिबिलिटी, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ ओरिजिन, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ स्टेटस ऑफ डेवलपमेंट के अंदर हमने डिस्कस किया था. नेक्स्ट जो इम्पोर्टेंट है इसके अंदर दैट इज लैंड यूज पैटर्न इन इंडिया. द टोटल जियोग्राफिकल एरिया ऑफ इंडिया इज 3.28 मिलियन स्क्वायर किलोमीटर. द लैंड यूज डाटा however is available only 93% of the total area because the land use reporting of most of the northeastern state except Assam has not been done fully. यानी 90% 93% एरिया का ही रिकॉर्ड हमारे पास है. जो टोटल हम एरिया हम काउंट करते हैं 3287263 जो स्क्वायर एरिया है उस एरिया का 93% हमारे पास है. नेक्स्ट है इसके अंदर सम एरियाज ऑफ जम्मू कश्मीर occupied by Pakistan, China have also not been surveyed. The land under the permanent pasture has also decreased. Fallow land left without cultivation for one or less than one agriculture year, that is the fallow land. Net sown area, total area sown in an agricultural year, एक साल में जो उगाया गया. More net sown area in Haryana and Punjab. Less net sown area in Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Manipur and Andaman Nicobar Islands. नेशनल फॉरेस्ट पॉलिसी को 1952 में लागू किया गया था. वेस्ट लैंड इंक्लूड द रॉकी एरिड डेजर्ट एरिया and continuous use of land over long period of time without taking appropriate measures to conserve and it manage its. Students, it was all over about first chapter agriculture, chapter second or mean to say chapter fourth technological and institutional reforms. इसके अंदर हम डिस्कस करेंगे कौन कौन सी स्कीम्स वगैरह चलाई गई हैं. कंसोलिडेशन ऑफ होल्डिंग्स, कोऑपरेटिव ऑपरेशंस एंड अबोलिशन ऑफ जमींदारी वर गिवन प्रायोरिटी टू ब्रिंग अबाउट इंस्टीट्यूशनल रिफॉर्म इन द कंट्री आफ्टर इंडिपेंडेंस. लैंड रिफॉर्म वाज द मेन फोकस ऑफ आवर फर्स्ट 5-year प्लान. जो 51 to 56 था उसके अंदर जो है मेनली एग्रीकल्चर के ऊपर फोकस किया गया था. द ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन बेस्ड ऑन द यूज ऑफ पैकेज टेक्नोलॉजी एंड वाइट रिवोल्यूशन, जिसको ऑपरेशन फ्लड भी बोलते हैं, वर सम ऑफ द स्ट्रेटेजिक इनिशिएटेड टू इम्प्रूव द लॉट ऑफ इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर. डेवलपमेंट इन फ्यू सेलेक्टेड एरियाज इन 1980s and 90s, comprehensive land development program was initiated and which include the both institutional and the technological reforms. Provision for the crops insurance against the drought, flood, cyclone, fire and disease. Then establishment of Gramin banks, cooperative societies and banks for providing loan facility to the farmers at lower rate of interest. किसान क्रेडिट कार्ड जिसको KCC भी बोल देते हैं. पर्सनल एक्सीडेंट इंश्योरेंस स्कीम इंट्रोड्यूस्ड. स्पेशल वेदर बुलेटिन यानी जो रेडियो वगैरह पे बताते हैं अब की बार बारिश होगी या नहीं होगी, कुछ इस तरीके की इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ें. एग्रीकल्चर रिफॉर्म्स फॉर फार्मर इंट्रोड्यूस ऑन रेडियो एंड टीवी. द गवर्नमेंट ऑल्सो अनाउंसेस मिनिमम स्पॉट प्राइस MSP, remunerative and the procurement price for important crops to check the exploitation of the farmers by the speculator and the middlemen. Next is contribution of agriculture to Indian national economy, employment and outputs. Agriculture, backbone of the Indian economy, share in the gross domestic product, provide employment, livelihood to the population. The government of India made the concentrated efforts to modernize agriculture. Establishment of Indian Council of Agricultural Research and agricultural universities, veterinary services and animals breeding centers. Horticulture development, research development in the field of the meteorology and the weather forecast. Next is importance of manufacturing. Manufacturing is the activity of secondary sector. Like the previous chapter was the activity of primary sector. Importance of manufacturing. Manufacturing sector is considered the backbone of the development of general and economic development. Manufacturing industries help in the modernizing agriculture. Manufacturing industry help in modernizing agriculture. It reduces the heavy dependence of the people on the agriculture income by providing them job. Helps in eradication of unemployment and poverty. Helps in bringing down the regional disparities. Export of manufactured goods, export, trade and commerce. Iron and steel industries. Iron and steel industry is the basic industry, and steel is needed to manufacture a variety of engineering goods, construction material, defense, medical, telephone, scientific equipments, variety of consumer goods. Iron and steel industry is heavy industry because all raw material as well as finished goods are heavy and bulky, entailing heavy transportation. Iron ore, coking coal, limestones are required in 4:2:1. India is important iron and steel producing country in the world, yet we lag behind because कुछ रीजन है जिसकी वजह से हम पीछे चल रहे हैं. High cost and limited availability of coking coals, lower productivity of labor, irregular supply of energy, and poor infrastructure. Now, industrial pollution and environment degradation. Industries contribute significantly to India's economic growth and development, but increase in pollution results in the degradation of environment. Types of pollution, mainly air pollution, इसके अंदर dust, spray, mist, smoke. Water pollution caused by organic, inorganic industrial waste, such as release of lead, mercury, pesticides, fertilizer, synthetic chemicals, plastics, rubbers, fly ash. इस तरीके के बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल हैं. Thermal pollution caused by the nuclear power plants and the weapons. Next, noise pollution. Cause having impairments and increase increase heart rate and blood pressure by making unwanted noise. Control of environment degradation. Minimizing the use of water by reusing recycle. Harvesting rainwater to meet the water requirements. Treatment of hot water and effluent before releasing in ponds and rivers. Primary treatment by the mechanical means. Secondary treatment by biological process. Tertiary treatment by biological, chemical and physical response. Its last chapter, lifeline of national economy. India has one of the largest road network in the world. Its importance can be viewed. Construction of road is much lower. Road can traverse comparatively more dissected and undulating topography. Road can negotiate higher gradient of slopes, such as can traverse the mountains. It's economical, provide door-to-door service. It's used for feeder to others mode of transport. ग्रीन क्वाड्रिलेटरल सुपर हाईवे 6 लेन सुपर हाईवे है ये. दिल्ली, कोलकाता, चेन्नई, मुंबई को जोड़ने का काम करते हैं. नॉर्थ साउथ कॉरिडोर श्रीनगर टू कन्याकुमारी एंड ईस्ट कॉरिडोर सिलचर असम टू पोरबंदर गुजरात. The major objective of the super highways is to reduce the time and distance. Railways. The distribution pattern of the railway network in the country has been largely influenced by the physiographic, economic, administrative factors. The Himalayan mountains region are unfavorable for the construction of railways lines due to high relief spreads, population and each of economic opportunities. Northern plains provide the most favorable condition having high population density. River also create the problems by lay down of the railway tracks. The next is students, that is pipelines. Pipeline transport network is a new arrival of transportation map of India. Its initial cost is high, but subsequent running cost is minimal. It is used for transporting crude oil, petroleum products, natural gas. 3 important pipelines. The oil fields in Assam to Kanpur via Guwahati, Broni and Allahabad. Second, Salai in Gujarat to Jalandhar, Punjab by the Viramgam to Mathura, Delhi, Panipat. Gas pipelines from Hazira in Gujarat connected Jagdishpur in UP via Vijaypur in MP. Next is international trade. The exchange of goods among the people, states, countries is referred to as trade. Trade between two countries is known as international trade. Export and import are the component of trades. The balance of a trade of a country is the difference between export and import. When the value of export exceeds the value of import is called favorable balance of trade, और इसके अगेंस्ट में unfavorable balance of trade. The last topic is tourism as a trade. Tourism as a trade. India has proved itself one of the most important aspects of trade. Tourism in India has grown. Subsequently, it helps as promotion of national integration, provides support to local handicrafts, provides supports to cultural pursuits, development of international understanding about one culture and heritage. So students, it was all over about this lecture, and this is your syllabus for PT1 complete geography. Thank you. Have a nice day.